Hi everyone, this is Amaya Tala and I help people in Mother Earth flourish in life. So today I want to talk about advocating for yourself, because this has been a theme in many other people who are working with me, who I am supporting, and it's very sometimes hurtful to see that people, while we are so enthusiastic or very motivated to advocate for other people, to help other people, many people fail to do that for themselves, which is contradicting, because when you don't advocate for yourself or you allow other people to treat you a certain way, in a negative way, you're setting an example for other people that it's okay to be treated this way. And so no matter what you do for other people will know your truth. Other people will see through that. And what they will take away is that, oh, yeah, I will help other people, but I won't help myself. And I would expect help from other people, and I wouldn't expect that help from myself. They will take that away from you. That's the lesson that they will see from the example that we set when we're not taking care of ourselves and when we're not advocating for ourselves. And so I think this is a very important topic, especially for this month where, I'm going to be starting to record videos under a theme every month. So for this month, I chose like unleashing yourself, unleashing your authentic self, unleashing your natural self, who you really are. And I think a big part of it is just based on like working with other people is accepting or giving one permission to just be oneself, be who you are. And although that's so easy to say, it's so hard to do, because we are so programmed to put ourselves last and to think that putting ourselves first or equally even to other people is selfish, when it's not. It's actually going to bring better, healthy relationships, and within your inner circle and with the community in Mother Earth, if you equally also consider your well-being and your highest good. So this is something I feel like that we need to reframe when we're trying to we are flowers of Mother Earth. We are Mother Earth's creation. We are Mother Earth's children. As much as we love seeing the garden and how the gardeners, or you, or if you're doing that, cultivate the garden, it's the same way with us. We need to be cultivating the flowers, the human flowers that we are, so that we're going to be a garden, a living, walking, breathing, talking garden around this earth, because we literally are. So I think that advocating for yourself is a very important nature life lesson that we need to be practicing. We need to be, it's like it's not even something, you can look at it morally, but it can also be practical. It's just simply like becoming a better moving object or moving being in this world, by considering that being's needs, that being's design, that being's heart's desire, or that being's natural needs: water, air, sunlight, and also emotional needs, because we're emotional beings. There's just more layers of needs that we have as human beings, and they all need to be catered for. And part of it is like standing up for ourselves and knowing and being connected to our inner truth. And so I know it's easier said than done, but I think for me, the lesson for being able to have the strength and tenacity to advocate for yourself comes with skills. And that's what I teach. And if you want to know more about it, obviously I teach it in my pending circle, in my one-on-ones, in my workshops, in the spaces that I cultivate. And I actually have one workshop coming up this November 2023, for our soul, for us to be connected to our souls, because it's going to be easier to advocate for yourself if you know your inner truth, and that's where what your soul knows. You know, when you dance and when you sing and when you're just being yourself, you play, your soul just emerges and you don't think about anything else, and you know that that's where you're supposed to be, that's what you're supposed to do, because it feels so good, you know. So it's easier in that way to just be who you are and advocate for yourself, knowing that being yourself is good for other people. It enriches other people's life, it enriches other people's moments and experiences, you know. So being from that space is a very amazing tool for you to, you know, rise up and in a way that serves you and the collective and Mother Earth. It's good for others. A flower blooming, plants, vegetables blooming is good for others. So you blooming and flourishing is good for others. That's something that we need to reframe as a collective, as a society. And so reframing is one of the, letting go of old conditioning, reframing is one of the ways that we can make this work for us and have this skill and tool to be able to grow and make our lives flourish. And also, yeah, just being in a space when you just love being yourself. You know, there are one good example is when you're in front of your mirror by yourself. You know, I remember Taylor Swift in her first video where, you know, she was singing in front of the mirror, if you know her, just being herself, like having, you know, using a brush or something as a mic, and you're just being yourself. And you know in that moment that you can just be who you are, and you're awesome, you're pretty, you're handsome, or whatever, and you just love being yourself, and you're having a good time. And you know, in that inner truth, you're holding that truth that you're fine by being who you are. I'm fine by myself. I don't need anyone to just be fine as hell. And, you know, and I think that's something that we need to be cultivating, even when we're not just in front of a mirror, even when we're outside in front of people. Is just to be fine being ourselves, because holding that inner truth that it is really just fine. Like, the truth is that it's really just fine. There's nothing wrong. Like, you're not committing a crime, there's nothing illegal, you're not trying to harm anybody, you're growing. Yeah, you make mistakes, but you're trying to better yourself. You listen to what you need to do. You know, if these are the things that you're doing, obviously it needs to come from the right intention, obviously. But if that's, you know, if it's really coming from the right intention, then holding that truth that it's just fine just being your own design and to bloom as your own design is very important. And I think that to get to that place takes some, you know, work. But I think also a lot of reframing with the social spaces that we're in, because obviously there is social conditioning that can restrict us from being fully comfortable with that, and obviously there can be resistance with that. So obviously there's some navigating through that, some healing, some reframing within ourselves, the out of balance condition, which I learned from Patricia and Davis, Dine Navajo, Indigenous wisdom keeper. I learned that from her, the Indigenous ceremonial change process, that, you know, when there is out of balance condition around you, that you can heal that out of balance condition within you. So there's some work with that, and, you know, all the navigating, you know, but healing is very important for us to be able to do that. So just like a plant, we need to be taking care, we need to be cultivating skills within ourselves, healing and stuff. You know, it's part of nature. There's usually no shortcuts, although there can be sometimes with nature, but usually we need to do our part because it's about the journey. It's about the growing. It's about seeing yourself transform and seeing yourself become who you really are. It's the joy of that journey and other people supporting you and you supporting other people and enjoying the process, you know. And so yeah, advocating for yourself is really, I just really want to emphasize that it's really important because you know, gaslighting is real in this community, in this society, that can make us feel like we're always blaming ourselves for certain people. And it breaks my heart to see that with other people, especially people I'm working with, because I really see it firsthand. And I cannot stress the, you know, the fact enough that you are so important, that you are just equally valued as anyone else in this world. And what you have to say and what you need, what you have to bring, what you have to contribute, and the learnings and growing that you deserve to go through if you want it, is important, are important. And I hope that you see that looking within and giving yourself that love and acknowledgement and gentleness and just, you know, enthusiasm for existing is, you deserve, all of us deserve. And so I think advocating for ourselves is very, very, very important if we want to bring change in this world. Obviously, if it's coming from a good place. Let me see if I have anything else. Yeah, a lot of it I feel like comes from our perception, our limiting beliefs of what our position or place is in the community. We've been so used to being like on the sideline, invisible, underestimated, underdog. We need to change that. Put that right here in our minds, in our being. Question that and correct it if it needs to be corrected, if they need to be corrected. So yeah, a lot of it is 50-50. A lot of it is work within ourselves, and you know, some of it is also other people taking responsibility about how they are treating us. And that's, we can speak up and tell them, yeah, you need to own up to what you're doing and they will get their karma. Don't worry. But that's, you know, but we need to be working within ourselves to change that perception, how we look at ourselves first. And then we can engage with others in a healthy and in a way that asserts our right to exist and be acknowledged and to live and thrive. Okay? Alright, so that's all I have to say with that topic. Let me know if you have anything you want to add about this topic, because I'm very passionate about this topic. But yeah, thank you so much for those who are supporting this channel. I'm really trying to cultivate this space in a way that's really supportive of our flourishing, and I have many plans in store for all of us, for you, and I'm just really happy that I get to have this space for all of you. So I hope that we are all enjoying the cultivation of the emergence of our community in a very soulful, loving, supportive way. So I'm so happy that you are part of that. And with that, yeah, I'll see you again next time. And I hope you're having a great life, great present moment, and many, many blessings. and take care. I love you and namaste.